Hi, my name is Jeff and welcome back to my workshop. I'm continuing work on the Burdick freight dock kit. We've got the dock laid out upside down and the piers we built in our last episode. We're just going to glue those onto the base. I'm going to start at either end and then I can space the others evenly, and I kind of laid them out to see how it would look. And I'm using the lines on my mat as a guide to help me with the spacing. So I just applied glue to the top of it and then set it in place, because remember, we're looking at this upside down at the moment. We get that glued in place, and then just to make sure it's lined up with the end, I'm bringing in a 1, 2, 3 block and just pressing it against there. With that one glued in place, then we can move to the other end. Again, we can bring in our 1, 2, 3 block and take the leg and apply the glue to the top edge and get that set into place. Now for this one, we're also going to have to add that short piece of joist under here. So I'm just going to put a dab of glue on what will be the bottom of the joist that'll sit up against the cross piece of the legs, and use my tweezers to just slide that into place and hold it there a minute. Hold everything down while the glue grabs and tacks on. Now with the other legs all in place, just set the last one into place. And I'm not too worried about the center joist not being straight, because in the open section, that's going to be hidden underneath the building. Nobody's going to be able to see it. And now that everything's dried, we're ready to add the building to the structure. So we'll turn it up, stand it up on its feet, and apply glue to the base of the building portion that we did in the first few episodes. Again, we want to make sure we get a thin layer, and we want to be careful so that we don't get glue on the outside where it'll be visible on the finished structure. And then with glue on all 4 walls, we can bring the structure in place. We want to make sure the tower side is towards the dock, because that's where the door is, and set it in place on the building. And give that a chance to dry. And then we can start adding our roof supports. Now, per the diagrams in the instructions, the roof on the building leans one way, and over the dock it leans the other. So we're going to do the same thing here. So just applying glue to the end support where it'll attach to the building and to the bottoms of the supports that hold to the dock, and glue those in place. Make sure everything is straight and aligned. And then we can go and do the same thing on the other side with the shorter roof support. Now, one thing I would do differently if I were building this again is, instead of building the roof supports before I built the deck the way the instructions said, I would hold off on doing them and get the deck in place and the building on it, and then build these. That way I could actually take the measurements from the deck to make sure that I had it the correct length, and then just adjust the spacing between the legs as needed. So if you're building this, you might want to consider doing that when you do your own building. Now it's going to be ready for the rafters, which will be in our next episode. I hope you've been enjoying this series. If so, please make sure you give the video a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications so you don't miss the next update. Thank you for watching.